And welcome everybody back to a brand new episode of the Lando Project. And we are so glad you could join us Sunday afternoon as we are ready to break down all the best Marvel movie, TV, Star Wars, Disney, pop culture news that is out there currently. And as always, I'm joined with the hater himself, Mr. B.
Fuck that goddamn shit ass jersey off. You got look at it. You got me cussing right off the bat. Dog.
I know. Already demonetized.
I am trying to be more family friendly here, and you got me pissed off right off the bat. Like, start the show. Let's just go with like anger. You woke up and chose anger today, didn't you?
Why are you like this?
But because you wear an ugly jersey.
Why are you so angry?
Ugly jersey. And it's ugly, and you ugly, and I hope all the Eagles in the world drop off. All right, we don't need Eagles anymore. I don't care if it's America's bird. Let the Eagles drop off.
And my friends, this is what you call hateration. If you ever listen to
you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. All right, I got a PhD. Player hater degree that I got from Hater University. All right, I went all the way out there to Hater U, and I worked very hard. I had classes up on level hate, so I had to take the elevator all the way up. I made sure to put my money into the little machine, got myself a nice little haterade, went up to class wearing my alligator shoes. All right, that's what I did. I am a super hater when it comes to the Eagles. Why? Because the Eagles suck and they need hatred. All right, there's only they one of the only teams in the world that deserve hatred. There's the Spurs, there's the Eagles, there's the Sooners, there's the Aggies, there's the Raiders. Look at that, there's five, and the Red Sox. There's 6 teams in the world that deserve hate. Bada bang, bada boom, hate them.
Question: who won the last time the Eagles and the Cowboys played?
I don't live in the past. All right, I don't live in the past. I mean, I get that that's all you have, but I have a bright future, all right, with the Cowboys. So I don't worry about the past.
Right.
All right?
Who was the last to win a Super Bowl?
Last. See what you keep doing? Last. I live in the past. All I have is the past. I have a bright future where the Cowboys are winning a Super Bowl.
Okay, currently, who was leading the division, the Eagles or the Cowboys?
Oh, see, you not looking to the future. All right.
Okay.
You're not looking to the future where the Cowboys win and we get the W.
After this week, if the Eagles lose, who will still be leading the division? That's the future.
It doesn't matter because they don't get smacked.
Anyway, enough of your nonsense. Enough of this nonsense.
I'm about to say I can keep.
I know. I can tell. We're already 3 minutes in. You just did nothing but hate. Play a haters ball. Hate. Well, if you're still with us at this point, we are here to talk about all the latest movie news and stuff out there. We're not talking to sports today. We could talk sports all day, but we're here to talk about all the movies and stuff that's been out there this past week. BC, there's been some shakeups. And actually, last Sunday when we did episode.
Hold up. We just jumping right into the movie. Dude, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Thanksgiving was smooth.
Also, tell your wife to get out of the chat.
Okay. Lindsay, kick BC out of the chat.
I'm not in the chat.
Oh, I thought you meant our group chat.
No, she in the chat, and she said she talking crazy, and she just needs to be thrown out.
You know what? Actually, now that you brought up a good point, let me go ahead and put the chat up. Guys, I will be in the chat today. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and throw those in there. I'll make sure to keep an eye out, if you will. Make sure I'm paying attention to everything that you guys are putting out into the chat. As soon as I can pull that up. But BC, how was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was good, man. It was very, very relaxing. Didn't really do much. Just kind of. Actually, I take that back. We went down to the turkey trot. Me and my brothers. And as soon as we got there, we parked and we're walking up to the starting line, and my shoe fell apart.
Yeah,
like entire heel sole fell off the shoe.
I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, so I didn't get to do the turkey trot. I just had to sit there because I couldn't walk in one shoe. But that was early as hell.
I see Mike Deacon is in the chat. I see Mike
Deacon. Hey, Mikey.
Deacon's a good friend of the show.
Hung out with family and watched Four Brothers, and that was my Thanksgiving.
That is your Thanksgiving tradition. You told me that last week. You guys watched Four Brothers, which, by the way, I did not say enough about how fantastic of a movie that is.
Oh God, John Singleton, man, like that. That's what you got.
That movie was just grade A awesomeness. I mean, I never thought that I would even like a movie that Tyrese, because I really don't like Tyrese in a lot of movies. I don't.
Oh, I love Tyrese. I am a Tyrese mark. I'm not gonna lie.
You do?
Oh yeah, I love Tyrese, man.
Maybe that one
hilarious.
Maybe because in growing up in like the projects, you gotta watch Baby Boy all the time.
Yeah, not a good one.
You gotta watch Baby Boy a lot, and like the first time, cool. Second time, I guess we was watching Baby Boy. Like, remember how ABC Family used to run Remember the Titans on Black History Month every day? It was like, yo, today, February 1st, we got Remember the Titans at 7 p.m. and Remember the Titans at 9:30. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the moment, Remember the Titans. I'm like, yo, is this the only movie we got to watch on ABC Family? That's kind of why Remember the Titans has fallen down on my my sports.
Oh, I don't care.
My favorite sports movie.
I don't care how many times I watch Remember the Titans. It's still one of in the top 3 greatest football movies of all time.
What is your favorite football movie?
Titans is up there. Replacements and Any Given Sunday. Those are my top 3. There's not the order wise. I don't know if I can really tell you what order they're in, but those are my top 3.
Can you guess my number 1?
The garbage kicking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon, starring Tony Danza.
Wow. No.
I thought I really got it. I was like, oh shit.
It's not Invincible. It's not Invincible. No, it is not. Friday Night Lights.
Ooh, see, I do love Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights, bro.
My fourth.
Friday Night Lights is my favorite one.
Because Coach Gary Gaines, that was my coach in high school. Not actually Gary Gaines, but the character he played, that was Gary Oliver, my coach.
That was your coach?
Gary Oliver used to tell us, he would say, come on, I'm 2/3 God, G-O. All I'm missing is the D. Nah, hell, I am God. Gary Oliver, damn it.
I respect it.
It was
I respect
great,
it.
Man.
I respect it. No, it goes Friday Night Lights. It goes Any Given Sunday. It goes The Water Boys. I mean, The Water Boy. I'm sorry, The Water Boy. I'm sorry, The Water Boy.
I was about to say, was there another one? Am I missing something?
No,
here?
that's my fantasy football name. The Water Boys. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was going to buy a Bobby Boucher jersey. It was on Amazon for $25. I was going to get one.
I have
the Mud Dogs.
I have a Sharks jersey.
For his name was Willie.
Sunday, Willie Beam.
Willie Beam. Get the ladies screaming. Yeah, that's my shit. Brian's song is up there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Brian's song is up there. Rudy, surprisingly, quite low on my list.
I have an emotional connection to Rudy, but I've never seen Rudy all the way through.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, our freshman football coach made us watch it in before one of our first game, and he would fast forward through anything that wasn't football. He's like, you don't need to see this, but look, in this, he's trying his best. He wants to get out there, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta get out there. This isn't football. Fast forward through this.
No, but Any Given Sunday, pound for pound, if I just want to, Replacements is up there too. It is up there. Shane Falco, that's my guy. And also Rhys Ifans, the kicker. We talk about Flaming Dwagon.
Ole, ole, ole.
He's the cigarette smoking kicker.
Yep.
Wonderful movie. But no, Any Given Sunday, I always remember that. That was the one where they was snorting cocaine off the stripper's titties.
Yeah.
And that was when I knew football was the sport for me.
Did you ever watch Playmakers?
Playmakers. What was that on? Is that a movie?
So it was an ESPN show, like a scripted show about a fake football league, and it was behind the scenes, and it was so realistic that the NFL was like, you take this off the air or we're taking the NFL away from you.
I remember The Game. Was it called The Game? The Game, the black show where there was football.
I think
they've since revamped The Game. They've rebooted The Game kind of. All American's good. All American's good. Ballers is also up there. I like Ballers.
Oh, I loved early Ballers. I liked early
Ballers.
Seasons really fell off when they stopped focusing on football. It fell off.
The last couple of seasons was just a foreshadowing to The Rock owning the XFL.
Facts.
Like the Ballers is nothing but an odd. Like that was his 8 Mile.
Speaking of, I'm about 90% sure that I'm going to be supporting the Vegas Vipers when it comes to the XFL this season.
I don't know who I'm going to support yet. Who is Hines Ward coaching?
The Brahma Bulls in San Antonio. And I wanted to, Ward. But I was liking that. But one, I hate San Antonio. Two, God, their quarterback choices were awful.
Who did they pick?
I don't remember, but I know they were shit quarterbacks.
Any notable players?
So Ben DiNucci is the quarterback up in Seattle. He was backup Cowboys quarterback.
I'm about to say, why does that name sound familiar?
And he was not good when he got in.
Well, he's a Cowboy, so.
But I'm not supporting Seattle. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen.
I might support Hines Ward, man. I
was going to, but I hate San Antonio, and I hated their choices, their draft choices, and then Arlington Renegades were on my list because that's here in Dallas. But their coach is Bob Stoops, and he's a Sooner, and I don't support supporting Sooners. So I'm going to be my go-to because they drafted Perez, who was the quarterback for the New York Guardians last time the XFL was running. And the Guardians were my team. I even have a official Guardians jersey. So I'm thinking now that there is no New York team, Vegas is going to be my team this season.
Well, I definitely want to do this. I know that it's probably late this season to do it, but I have a really good friend of mine who does nothing but parlay bets.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about he's good.
Yeah.
He's solid. So he's about to start up his own channel, but I might have him come on next season and help us do some parlay picks. Now that sports betting has become vastly legal damn near everywhere, except for South Carolina, where I'm currently living, and I'm watching all of my friends make a lot of money off of these bets. Like $10, $15 bets, made $400, but I'm sitting down here just like, can someone put the bet in for me? I want to pick the winner.
I love that you brought this up because that reminded me I got to get my bets in today.
Yeah, make sure you get your bets in. Sportsbook, right? No.
No, I actually use Bovada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I think.
And if you go to my my link tree, there is a link to use it. You get a bonus for using it. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. That's good stuff. Okay. Well, movie news.
There's movies out there.
There's some movies. There's some movies out there. There's also some businesses that make movies, and one of those businesses is called Disney. Have you heard of them?
Yeah. Not really.
Okay, they're a small one, right? Not that big. But they were in the news heavy this past week. And actually, the unfortunate thing about us now becoming a once-a-week Sunday show is that sometimes when we do a show and we finish this show, blockbuster news happens about 45 minutes afterwards. Because as soon as we got done with this show last week, the world was taken by storm with the announcement that Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney, who took over after Bob Iger, was out. And just like Thanos being inevitable in his return, Bob Iger came back. Not only did this, I think, shock everyone, it also shocked Bob Chapek because I guess that they called it emergency. I'm all over the place. They called an emergency meeting, I guess, during the the Elton John concert, I guess, right before the Elton John concert. And he wasn't even in attendance of that. And they just, on some Succession shit, voted him out real quick. And I guess Iger got the call a few days earlier. BC, you heard this news we're a little late reporting on this, but this is our first time talking about this
Yeah.
together. How big of a change is this? I know it's big, but what can we expect from this? What are your thoughts about hearing this?
It's very interesting, especially as you know, we now have the hindsight of looking back and seeing the whole week play out. You know, when the news first came out, it was just, hey, Chapek is out, Iger is in. Then as the week goes on, you find out how it came to be. And you already start seeing some of the results as Iger's already letting people go, and rumors are flying that other people have already basically been said, hey, these people are gone. We're just waiting for the right time to announce it. So, which I know we're about to get into. We have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, but it is very interesting to see Iger come back, and the rumors that have swirled around, whether or not he's there just to help it get sold to Apple or whatever he's going to happen, you know, all these different rumors that we will be talking about here. It was a very interesting week to watch it all play out. And it's something that was, you know, not particularly movie related, but it's cool to see when it's behind the scenes stuff like this that is so big that everyone's talking about it. And it was absolutely just a crazy week to watch this all play out.
Well, I mean, you brought up how everyone had talked. It's one of those things where this shifted the whole dynamic of the entertainment industry. It's one of those big things. I mean, with Disney, obviously they're at the lead. They're one of the leaders of the pack. So obviously everyone keeps their eyes on Disney. But there's also been a lot of things that Chapek has been doing that has just been rubbing a lot of fans and a lot of just not even fans of movies, but just fans that like to go to the Magic Kingdom or Disney World or Disneyland or, you know, the amusement parks. Chapek has been rubbing a lot of people the wrong way with a lot of the implementations that he's been putting in, a lot of the new changes that he's been making. You know, the great thing about Bob Iger, where Bob Iger was held to such high esteem, and we're not talking about the Marvel acquisition or the Disney, or the Star Wars acquisition, those things off to the side, which we could talk about, but one of the biggest things that made Bob Iger so successful is about how he liked to empower the creatives. He was always about the creatives. And when Chapek took over, who Bob Iger was all in on Chapek originally. He was all in. When Chapek came in, the first thing that Chapek did was institute other layers of middle management, essentially, which was stripping away at the creatives, which we could argue over the past 2 years if that has had some kind of effect in the quality of the things that we've been getting. Some people are not happy about how Star Wars has been. Some people are not happy about how Marvel has been. We've been hearing rumors that Kevin Feige possibly maybe isn't too happy about how things have been lately. Remember, all this stuff is just rumor. Nothing has really been said out loud in the public, but where there's smoke, there's essentially fire sometimes. And this seems like there was definitely some fire behind the cases. So it was a big thing. Now, you mentioned that there are already some people who have been fired. Chapek's right-hand man, I guess, over there, he got let go almost instantly, the same time Chapek got let go. But now there's also rumblings about who's going to be next. Who's going to be next? And that's kind of what I wanted to get into, because now the biggest thing about who could potentially be next is none other than one of Bob Iger's own champions, Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, who Bob Iger was championing her entire time that he was there. He had nothing. Every single time Iger talks about Kathleen, it was always, she's going to be here for a long time. But now the rumors being reported that that's not the case. It's not the case, in that Kathleen Kennedy may actually be finding her exit quite soon. Now, BC, you heard that. Are you on board with that? Does that make sense to you? Is that also just equally surprising?
It depends on, what they're planning on doing here. Like, because I do believe that Kathleen Kennedy is a incredible producer. I think she is a very business savvy, smart person. But she
Excellent producer.
Yes. I've always thought, she needs the James Gunn with her. We have Peter Safran over there at Warner Brothers helping run DC, and he's going to have James Gunn with him. Kathleen Kennedy needed a James Gunn, needed a second in command that was in charge of the creative aspect of it.
Dave Filoni!
Dave Filoni, James Favreau, somebody.
John Favreau.
John Favreau. Why did I say James? What the hell?
James Gunn. You say James Gunn.
There we go. So
that would be a crazy mix, fusing James Gunn and John Favreau together.
Yeah, facts. Holy
that would be
crap.
crazy.
Also, if we were to lose Kathleen Kennedy, if Kathleen Kennedy were to, it's not like she's not going to just go somewhere else. She's going to be just fine. And if it's her time to leave, then it is definitely her time to leave. And I like seeing the shakeups because I think Disney was suffering a little bit, not just because of Chapek, but because, COVID hit, and it's a monumental move to take control in the time he took control. So I don't know if anyone could have done any better or if they could have done any worse. I don't know what would have happened, but I do know it sucks that he's a good businessman, but again, just didn't work out, wasn't the right fit. And if we lose Kathleen Kennedy right now, I don't think it's anything that we're going to worry about. I think we're going to be just fine.
I honestly think that everybody wants Kathleen Kennedy up out of there. I mean, from the vast majority of from a lot of the fans out there talking on the interwebs, on the Twitters, and all the toxic fandom, all those communities. Not even has to be toxic, just general conversation about Star Wars. A lot of people are not happy with Kathleen Kennedy. Since the Disney Star Wars era, there's not been many projects that have come out that many people have liked, across the board.
And it's just like that. I don't think, I just think, again, she's very smart, business savvy. Yeah. She's just not a creative. And that there hasn't been a creative vision within Star Wars. There's just been hey, you want to make a movie? Go make this movie.
I honestly, dude, I'll honestly say this. I think that of all the pillars of Disney, I think Star Wars has kind of been the shakiest because, Marvel has been pretty, do they have their creative issues? Yeah, like we got the Blade director leaving right before the stuff happened, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to Star Wars, though, that seems to be constant news. A movie is announced, director's announced, director leaves project, movie is canceled. Movie is announced, director is announced, director leaves, movie is canceled, right? That has been a constant running through Star Wars. Pixar doesn't have that issue. Marvel seems to do a better job at minimizing that kind of issue. Of course, you'll always have that happen no matter what studio you're talking about. But it does seem that Star Wars seems to be the one in Disney that constantly seems to happen.
Yeah, I will say, like, my entire life, Star Wars has been it has been my life. It is what shaped who I am. I love Star Wars and I love film because of Star Wars. However, in the most recent past, I have basically become more excited and more of a Marvel. Like, Marvel has jumped over my love of Star Wars because they've just been more consistent. And Star Wars has not been as consistent since Disney took over. Don't get me wrong. I still say any Star Wars is better than no Star Wars. Mm-hmm. But I'm not saying it's the best that they can do right now. I think we can do a lot better.
Right. Well, another part about Bob Iger coming in, and this was a part of his contract, so it's only going to be for 2 years, right? He has 2 years to kind of get them back on the right path. And immediately he's been removing a lot of the red tape, like a lot of the upper management stuff. Those guys are getting back out of there. He's reinstituting the creatives to being back where they need to be. His other assignment, which was given to him by the shareholders, by the chair, is to find a new replacement. And so I think we're going to hear pretty soon who their replacement is going to be. Maybe about 5
and
6 months.
Someone's going to be shadowing him. Yeah, and I would assume he already has his replacement. We don't know who it is, and he's already working with them. Yeah, but interesting thoughts. I'm excited to see where this goes and what happens and what he does in 2 years. And plus all the rumors that Apple is possibly wanting to buy Disney, which has been an ongoing rumor.
Oh yeah, that was a rumor that came out this past week. I forgot about that. That Apple is that Bob Iger came in to essentially shape up Disney to ship it off to Apple. But we also heard a very similar thing when Zaslav took over Warner Brothers, was that he was shaping it up to sell it off to somebody else also.
Yeah. But however, I mean, the Apple Disney merger has been in the works for years. Like that has been something that has come up numerous times. So, there's got to be some idea to it. I just don't know if Apple really wants to pull the trigger on it because I don't think they need it. Apple could just make their own studio and be like, yeah, this is Apple Studios now. We're just as big as Disney because
they could.
We're Apple.
They could. I mean, they already essentially have Apple TV, and Apple TV has some great things on there. So why not just make a full?
It has fantastic things that nobody watches, except for Ted Lasso.
Wow, I like Severance. I thought Severance was pretty good.
Okay, so you saw Severance. I saw Finch, the Tom Hanks robot movie.
I did not see that. I saw Mythic Quest.
See, look, everyone has Ted Lasso and one thing. Okay, that's what everyone has.
I like Mythic Quest. Mythic Quest is pretty good.
I actually haven't seen Ted Lasso though. I just say that.
Oh, Ted Lasso is pretty good.
I know it's huge.
I honestly like Mythic Quest more than Ted Lasso. Have you heard of Mythic Quest?
No.
That's with you like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I know some episodes. I like it. Okay.
Who's the guy that works with Ryan Reynolds on the football club?
Ryan Reynolds on the football club.
Ryan Reynolds owns a soccer team.
On what?
No, he owns a soccer team.
Oh, okay.
This is a fact. Like he now owns a soccer team.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I remember it now. Rob McElhenney. It's not Charlie. It's not the weirdo, creepy guy from It's Always Sunny. It's the funny guy. The other guy on there.
Charlie's the funny guy.
Charlie. It's not Charlie. It's not the guy from this. Not the brother.
Not the brother, so the other guy. Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I know which one
it's not Dennis. About. It's not Charlie. It's not Dennis. It's not Charlie. Okay. The other guy. But Rob, him and Ryan Reynolds, they own a football club now out in England somewhere, or the UK. I probably got the location totally wrong, but they actually own one now. They did a documentary about how they purchased one.
Okay.
And the city did not like the fact that there was these two Americans that came over and just bought their team.
Even though it was Ryan Reynolds?
I mean, they were just like
Canadian.
They was like talking shit. They was just talking shit. I mean,
he's not even American.
He is Canadian. He is Canadian. That's right. He is Canadian. But no, so Rob McElhenney, he's on Mythic Quest, and he is a game developer. Pretty funny. Good stuff. You should watch it. There's 3 seasons.
I have Apple TV.
Mac. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay in the chat showing out. Mac. Yeah. Mythic Quest is hilarious.
Okay, good job, Lindsay. She can stay.
She can stay for now. Good job. I'm so glad. So yeah, Bob Iger.
I will say, and I want to ask you this: what do you think? The only thing that kind of slightly worries me is Chapek comes in, and boom, we get the Defenders. Do you think we'll lose that possible content with Iger coming back?
We'll get the Defenders. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the mature rated content on Disney? I don't think they're going to change up course.
You don't? I hope not.
I hope not.
I mean, again, I don't need them to make more stuff that is mature content. You don't need to make more. But don't take away my Defenders. Just don't. More. Please don't take it away.
No. You had it wrong. Make more. Make Blade R-rated.
No, because Disney's idea of dark is Werewolf by Night, and I was like, that wasn't dark.
It wasn't.
or Moon Knight. They're like, oh, Moon Knight's pushing the envelope.
It wasn't dark.
I'm like, no, it's not.
It's not dark.
This is the same old Marvel shit.
Daredevil Born Again should be dark. I like that. It won't be. Punisher should be dark.
See, now I don't know if we get Punisher now.
Don't tell me that.
I don't know if we do.
Well, here's the thing, though.
At least not right now.
Here's the thing, though. If Bob Iger goes to Kevin, who he's about to re-give him the power back, and Kevin says, we should make Punisher and we should make it R-rated.
But Kevin won't say that. And also,
honestly, I can bet you Kevin would say
no. He said it numerous times. He goes, the only R-rated thing we will do is Deadpool. Which is fine by me. Honestly,
could that have been marching orders? Could that have been marching orders?
No, because that was Iger. Or well, possibly.
But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could that have been marching orders that Iger had told Kevin, and Kevin being the business professional, unified front? No, we're not going to do one. And honestly, maybe now.
Here's the thing. I don't think you have to do Punisher R. I think you can do it PG-13. Yeah, you don't get the blood. There's just no blood. Wait. It was just as violent.
Wait.
Without the blood.
No.
I'm just telling you, the best option.
That was a Punisher moment from the Punisher TV series. Wait. No. I remember that. I don't know why. When he was in the chair at when he was having the visions about them shooting his family at the table.
Yeah.
No. I was like, okay, all right. Good job, John Bernthal. I want to see Bernthal back, though.
I do, too.
Do you think we get Bernthal back? I think we get Bernthal back.
I hope so. I would hope so.
I think we get Bernthal back. Those are the three favorites. If you think about it, it was Charlie Cox, I can't remember. D'Onofrio. And
John Bernthal. I think, again, I'm on the board that everyone casted perfectly. I even loved Iron Fist. I know everyone hated him. I loved Iron Fist.
Second season was a little bit better.
I thought the second season was fantastic, but no one watched it because the first season was so bad.
And you know what, though? That makes sense, though. If you don't like something, what do you say all the time? If you don't like something, don't watch it.
So it makes I understand why people didn't watch it. And they really fucked up first season. And the problem with the first season was they didn't give him time to train for his fights. It was, okay, we're going to do this fight scene. You got 30 minutes to learn.
The fight choreography was terrible. The fight choreography was awful. The girl that was in that with him, I can't remember her name. She had better fight choreography than what they gave. What's his name? Finn Jones. Yeah, his stuff was terrible. Now, I don't want to see an Iron Fist TV show. I would much rather see a Heroes for Hire, and then they bring him in with the guy that they got to play Luke Cage, because I thought they had a very good chemistry together.
Yes, I agree. I would love to see. I don't need Iron Fist. I'm perfectly fine with Heroes for Hire. But I would love to see them wrap up how they ended, because they ended with Luke Cage being like a mobster in charge of the underworld, and they ended with Iron Fist out on some mission.
Yeah.
With the homie able to turn the guns into the fist.
Do you know how you feel about wanting to see that? Is how I feel about watching the Zack Snyder Justice League and getting that last.
Yeah, and wanting more. Yeah,
that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. It's like, that's what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. And I'm not going to get it. So,
no,
so sucks.
That
so
sucks.
Sucks.
It does. Sucks. It pisses me off too.
Do you know what also sucks?
What sucks?
The box office for Strange World.
Okay, I had some thoughts on this movie, and I'm glad you brought it up.
It sucks.
Because you told me earlier you just found out that Devotion was a movie.
Yes. Devotion starring Jonathan Majors.
And I knew about it because I knew Jonathan Majors was doing a movie called Devotion. They started their marketing pretty late. It was only about a month and a half, 2 months ago that they really started marketing that movie.
Better marketing campaign than Strange Worlds.
Strange Worlds hasn't had a marketing campaign unless I'm batshit crazy. I finally found some posters or some billboards for it this week, the week it came out. Other than that, I've known the title. I still know nothing about the movie. I don't know what it's about. I don't know who's in it. All I know is there's a movie called Strange World.
Yeah. Well, Strange World, it's being reported now that, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is still out here dominating at the box office, right? It's
the
what it
block
does.
office.
At the block office. We out here. Black Adam is now on digital, by the way. But that was because I think due to that leak. There was a leak that came out for Black Adam.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was a full HD leak of Black Adam like 2 weeks ago. I remember that when I was over at my buddy's house. We was trying to fire stick it up. You know,
oh yeah,
and I was like, man, this is a really clean bootleg. And no, it was the full HD leak. So then they put it on digital. So you can go on digital now, like on Vudu, and buy Black Adam.
Yeah.
But Black Panther still dominating at the box office. And the other Disney thing, which is Strange World, the Disney animated Disney film, which is not Pixar, right? This is a Disney movie, not a Pixar movie, correct? Am I saying
again?
That right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight Disney animated movie. They're
It's
talking.
so hard to tell now because they both look so the same.
They both do
I
look
used to be
alike.
able to tell the difference between Pixar and Disney. I can't tell
Yeah,
them.
they both look alike, but no, they're saying that it's pulling in a $20 million weekend or something. Like it's not doing the level that they wanted to do. And now this is on the heels of the past couple of Disney films, the Disney animated films, where they did release Soul, right? Soul was also a direct to streaming, and I remember what was the one?
Disney or was that Pixar?
I think that might have been Pixar. What was Encanto?
Encanto, yeah.
Encanto
was straight to Disney as well.
It was a straight to that didn't do well at the box office. So this is just on the heels of that, man. These animated films for Disney just are not popping.
But again, I
like they
think
used
this
to.
one. Okay, but the other two, well, they were on Disney Plus. Okay, all right, yeah, that's why they're not making box office money. But this one, there was just no marketing for.
There was
No one knew about it. I guarantee I can go ask my mom, hey, mom, you can go see Strange World. She's going to have no idea what that is.
Dude, honestly, I was with Lindsay. Lindsay is the biggest Disney animated fan there is. She loves all these Disney movies. And literally on last night, as I was putting together the show notes, and I'm like, oh, man, Strange Worlds is taken at the box office. And she's like, oh, when does that come out? Right there, Disney. Yeah. Right there. And you know what? I don't feel bad that your box office sucks because you obviously didn't want to promote it. If you wanted to promote it and it didn't do it, like that's why I feel bad for Black Adam.
Like that's my question. Did it fall through the cracks? Did they just forget to promote this?
How
movie?
the hell do you forget to promote a movie that you're paying
know.
For? You know exactly what you're going to be promoting. I mean, maybe they just spent all their marketing budget on Wakanda Forever and they just gave up. And they just gave up on Strange World. But Strange World didn't do well at the box office, man. I don't know how they're going to make it back up because it doesn't seem like Wakanda Forever is going to be stopped anytime soon. No. And they got another behemoth coming right behind it in the next few weeks in Avatar. You know, and I don't know.
You know my feelings on Avatar.
Well, we do. I do know your feelings on Avatar, but you hear this. I mean, and we talked about the marketing, but does this make you feel a little less optimistic about Disney animation going forward, or is this just? Should we just consider this a one-off? Let's not get too.
This was Disney not marketing a movie, and I'd have to see it to be able to tell you my thoughts on whether or not it deserved. Like maybe they just said, you know what, whatever, just put it out. Because I haven't seen it, so I can't. Right. I can't suggest. Well, maybe it's just not good. That's why they just kind of snuck it out. I don't know. But I feel also going to the fact that Chapek was the guy that was like, yo, animations for kids. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't even give it that much of a marketing budget.
But wouldn't that have been under the Disney movie production chair? Like how Kevin is in charge of Star Wars. Isn't there another person in charge of?
There is someone in charge of Disney animation, but they also probably reported to a committee that reported to Chapek.
Yeah. Lindsay's in the chat. She says, honestly, I didn't like what the movie is about from the trailer, but I will watch it when it goes to Disney Plus.
I will too. As soon as it hits Disney Plus, I'll definitely be checking it out.
I still haven't watched that Encanto thing, even though I know that's where We Don't Talk About Bruno came from. I never watched it.
Encanto was good. I enjoyed it. Not the best, but that We Don't Talk About Bruno song that was a good song. I'm not gonna lie.
Now I do want to hear your thoughts on this other Disney property, right? Now, we we've been talking this year about the evil Marvel Cinematic Universe, the horror Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now it's continually we had the Winnie the Pooh, which I still want to watch.
Did it come out?
I don't know if that came out yet. And then I know on December 9th, I believe, we get the Grinch. The Grinch comes out.
Blood and Honey is in February.
It's in February. Oh, so the Grinch is going to be first.
I guess so.
Wow. Okay, so the evil Grinch. Then you got evil Winnie the Pooh. Well, BC, they ain't done. Can't stop, won't stop. They're making a fucking evil Bambi movie, bro. They're making a horror Bambi film. That one is next. It's going to be reimagined as Bambi being a vicious killing machine. Now, BC, once it's funny. Twice, okay, you're saying the joke for a second time. I'll laugh at it. Is 3 too many?
It's gonna become a thing, and when it becomes a thing, it's going to be probably a little too much. I think.
Yeah.
It's not the first time we've seen this. Look at Leprechaun came out and they had to do Thanksgiving, and then they did
Leprechaun goes to the hood.
Leprechaun goes to the hood. Thanksgiving, and I think there was an Easter Bunny one. So when Winnie the Pooh comes out and everyone blows up about it, they go, "Oh, what else can we do?" Start doing that. That's just the way of Hollywood. So these are going to come, and I think Winnie the Pooh is going to be the one that's like, "Oh, this was awesome," and the rest are going to be like, "Oh yeah, that was a thing,"
Hold on, I want to pull this up because immediately when I thought about this,
yes,
this is the first thing that came to my mind. Was like, oh yeah, we're getting.
I'm all in for The Rock as Bambi.
We're getting The Rock as Bambi. Do you remember that? Oh my God, I deleted the whole thing.
That's a good camera there, buddy.
There you go. Do you remember when The Rock did that on SNL?
I did. That was hilarious. Who was Thumper? It was Vin Diesel.
I'm always thumping.
I'm always thumping.
I can't remember.
It was supposed to be Vin Diesel, but I don't remember who the SNL actor was.
It was I can't remember his name. He used to do the I think he used to do the weekend report or the news report. I can't remember who that guy was.
Oh yeah, white boy.
Yeah.
Colin.
I'm always thumping. So yeah, we're gonna get Bambi, bro. Horror Bambi. Which, you know what? I will say this. I can see this one being done.
Yeah.
I can see this one being done. Now, if they're going to make Bambi the killing machine, I don't want to see the Bambi killing machine. I would much rather just see the hunters in an evil hunter story as they kill Bambi's mom.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Like, that's the most horrific shit. Honestly, if you really truly think about it. So we're getting a Bambi movie. That's going to be fun and dandy.
So I got one I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
Did you see this Antonio Banderas story?
No.
Where he talks about who he wants to take over the mantle of Zorro.
Oh! No, I didn't see this. So, you know what? I saw it earlier. I didn't click on it. I was on my Facebook and something came up really quickly. And it was like Antonio Banderas. Something with Zorro. So he wants to bring Zorro back, or he wants to find someone to pass it off.
He has picked an actor to take the mantle of Zorro.
Really?
Yeah. That
okay.
He thinks should be the next Zorro.
Okay. Do I have is it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me guess. Give me a framework. Is it like a? Are they a Marvel person?
It is a Marvel person.
It's a Marvel person.
He is a Marvel person.
Hispanic. It has to be Hispanic. Michael Pena.
Can you imagine
Michael Pena? Michael Pena's Zorro.
That's not who he wants, but could you imagine that?
That'll be fantastic. Okay, so it's not going to be Hispanic because you didn't say yes to Hispanic. So let me think. Not Hemsworth. I don't want to be Hemsworth. Zorro. Will Poulter.
Nope.
Okay.
Look, you're never gonna get this. All right.
I'm not.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to tell you.
Bradley Cooper.
He wants Tom Holland.
Holy shit.
To play Zorro.
What? Why? Why?
Because he recently said I did Uncharted with him, and he's so energetic and fun. He's got the spark too, so why not?
Wait a minute. I have questions. One.
British white boy Zorro.
With the Zorro. Listen, isn't Zorro Hispanic? Okay, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Okay. I'm all for, race swaps.
Yeah.
Cool. Doesn't Zorro have to be Hispanic, though?
Pretty much.
Okay. That's one of these characters where the ethnic makeup matters. But you know what? Say we're not going to go with a Hispanic. Tom Holland is he's too cute.
Yeah.
He's too cute. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather see Zendaya play Zorro.
Oh my God, that would be incredible.
Right?
Holy shit.
I would rather Zendaya, Tom Holland's better half.
Yes.
Play Zorro.
Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be
oh my
solid.
God, that'd be good. That'd be so good.
That'd be so good. Or Ned.
Ned, okay.
Everyone in Spider-Man except
for Tom
Holland. The guy who played Flash Thompson. Sure, line him up. Let's go.
Could you just imagine?
That would be so funny.
People of the Republic, little British white boy.
Tom Holland, he's too pretty.
Oh, yeah.
He's too pretty to play Zorro. Like, well, granted, you know what, though? Antonio Banderas was a pretty-ass motherfucker back in the day.
He was.
But he was also desperado.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was glistening masculinity. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Tom Holland, I don't get that same vibe. The difference is that Antonio Banderas can be in Expendables.
Yes, Tom Holland can't be an Expendables.
Tom Holland can't be an Expendables, man. It doesn't work. Chris Hemsworth would be a better Zorro, in my opinion. I don't know.
Australian Zorro. There you go.
An Australian Zorro. I would much rather do this. That is such an interesting pick. Antonio Banderas is a really nice guy. Way to put your guy out there. So Tom Holland, if I got this correct now, he's Uncharted Drake.
Nathan Drake.
He's Nathan Drake. He's obviously going to be a young James Bond because that's what they want to do, right? They're going to do a young James Bond, and then he's Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna lie. I do have a rewind recast set up for eventually doing James Bond Jr. I don't know if you ever watched the show James Bond Jr.
The animated one.
I
remember that one. Yeah,
that's what I want. I want to do a James
live
Bond
action.
Jr. live action recast or rewind recast, and Tom Holland is my number one choice.
You should make it Zendaya. For now on, all Tom Holland play. Like, you know what?
All Tom Holland roles go to Zendaya.
Spider-Man 4.
It's Zendaya.
Nothing
changes. She's still playing Peter Parker.
Yeah.
It's just Zendaya playing her.
It's Zendaya playing him. Zendaya's playing Peter Parker, who's still dating Zendaya Mary Jane. So then you got Zendaya playing both roles. Totally on board with this. I'm totally on board with this. That's weird. Okay. Well, if that's what we want to do, Antonio, That's what we want to do. Actually, speaking of Antonio Banderas, Puss in Boots 2. I guess that trailer came out.
Oh yeah, not.
I'm
not a look. I love the first Shrek as much as the other next person, and probably the
I
second
love Shrek. I love Shrek 2. Shrek 2.
I'm not one of the people that are like, oh, I watch Shrek all the time. I know the first one, but I don't watch it that often.
I think the second one is better than the first.
Which is the one that has I'm holding out for a hero?
2.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Where they introduce Puss in Boots. I need a hero.
I always had this idea that if I ever went back to pro wrestling, I would want to come back to I Need a Hero.
Yeah. And it has to be that version of the song.
Yes.
To me, version.
Like, I need like my old tag partner would have to throw up some kind of like we have a vignette. My old tag partner throws up a symbol and our logo goes in the sky. And I'm off work and doing something. I just see it and rip open my shirt and gears on underneath, and I just start running.
Would you dress up as Shrek, or would you be the gingerbread man?
That'd beat me.
Oh, okay. You should be the gingerbread man. The monster gingerbread man cook. That should be the next horror movie. The gingerbread man.
I think there is one. I think there is a gingerbread man movie.
Really?
I'm 90% sure.
I'm just spitballing here. But speaking of evil characters, okay, we had a show released over Thanksgiving.
Yep, 2005, The Gingerbread Man.
Wow.
An evil yet adorable gingerbread man comes to life with the soul of a convicted killer. This real-life cookie monster wreaks havoc on the girl who sent it to her parents.
And I bet you that movie made more money than Strange Worlds. Guaranteed. Guarantee you.
Let me go see. All right.
No, I'm just joking.
Let's see. Where's my budget? Okay, we don't have. It's not showing me the budget here. There's sequels and crossovers. Gingerbread Man 2, Passion of.
What? What? Passion of the Crust?
In 2008, we got Gingerbread Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. And in 2013, we got Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong, which was a crossover between the Gingerbread Man and the Evil Bong franchise.
I want to watch these.
Evil Bong stars Tommy Chong.
Like Cheech and Chong?
Yes.
BC. I know I gotta watch. I know what I gotta watch.
Yep.
I might have to react to those. Those sound fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Evil Bong movies.
Wow.
9.
And you know what's so crazy?
Evil Bong 2, King Bong. Evil Bong 3D, The Wrath of Bong. Gingerbread Man vs. Evil Bong. Evil Bong 420. Evil Bong High Five. Evil Bong 666. Evil Bong 777. And then the Ginger Weed Man. And then Evil Bong 888.
The moment that you realize that the Gingerbread cinematic universe is more successful than anything that the WB properties has done over the past 15 years. DC, this is how you build a cinematic. James Gunn, take note. This is how you build a cohesive cinematic universe right here. I want to watch these. That's fucking phenomenal.
I'm all fucking in.
Well, speaking of someone who's also quite evil, and depending on your point of view, we got Wednesday. Wednesday came out. The reboot, if you will, of the Addams Family character Wednesday, made popular from the oh so gorgeous Christina Ricci.
Oh
right?
My God, my first crush ever. I think I'm 90% sure she was the first.
That was your first crush, Christina Ricci?
I'm pretty sure.
Can you guess mine?
No.
Amy Jo Johnson.
See, that's the one thing is Amy Jo was up there, as was Kelly Kapowski and Topanga.
You got my 3. That was the 3.
But Amy Jo Johnson. I think I might have saw Christina Ricci, and I was like, ooh.
She was.
And then I went, Topanga.
Yeah.
I think Christina Ricci was the girls, and then I started noticing the rest.
Yeah. So we got Wednesday. Wednesday came out, right, and we got Catherine Zeta-Jones, right? We got Luis Guzman, and he's playing I can't remember his name. Gomez. A more comic accurate looking Gomez, I will say.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. A more comic accurate Gomez from the original, but OG Gomez was
Raul Julia.
Man, he was smooth as eggs.
I have not seen an Addams Family project that I have liked since those, and 90% of it, I say 70% of it, has to be because I haven't liked the Gomez.
Yeah, I can see that because he was smooth with it, bro. He brought his own to it. Like, I mean, I would argue that he redid that character, but they still try to stay true with it. But anyway, so we got this Wednesday. It's on Netflix. We got a series. The show primarily centers around the character of Wednesday, and they have Jenna Ortega. She steps in now to play the iconic character made famous from Christina Ricci, right? Who, if I could just say before we talk about anything else, dead ringer.
Oh yeah, they did a fantastic job.
Ringer
looks fantastic.
Her deadpan stare was perfect. The way that she was Wednesday. I had no issue buying Wednesday. Now, BC, you had a chance to watch just a little bit of Wednesday so far. Go ahead and tell me what your initial reaction is.
Well, first off, I do want to say I did not want this show at all.
Okay.
I was all on board with a new Addams Family, but once I found out that Tim Burton was doing this and bringing in Christina Ricci, it made no sense to me why we're not just doing a grown-up Wednesday show.
Right.
All right. And then the trailers came out, and I'm like, okay, so this isn't about Wednesday. This is about the Addams Family. So why are we not just calling it Addams Family? If you just called it Addams Family, I don't think I would have that much of a problem. And then I went to watch episode 1. I wasn't planning on watching it just because I was so mad that you got Christina Ricci and you're not doing Grown Up. But the other night, I had nothing on. I needed to kill an hour. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just throw this on in the background. God damn it. I loved it. I loved it so much. She's so good. And it's such a well-written show. I will say, I did not like Luis Guzman. I love Guzman, but I did not like him as Gomez. So that was definitely an issue for me. And I wasn't completely sold on Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. But Jenna Ortega as Wednesday, she's doing a fantastic job.
You talk about she's at the emergency room right now for carrying this damn show.
Oh, yeah.
I 100% agree with your sentiment.
Yeah.
Luis Guzman, okay. I didn't care for his character, for his Gomez at all. Like, to me, the OG is still.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I never remember his name.
Raul Julia.
Raul Julia, thank you.
M. Bison.
Oh my God. I just made that connection.
His last movie was Street Fighter.
Oh my God. How did I not connect that?
Oh my!
How did I not connect that?
Again, that's another one of my horrible movies that I absolutely love. One of my all-time favorites. All right.
I never even connected the fact that he was Bison from Street Fighter. Holy God. Okay, I gotta just absorb.
I'm gonna get on my boat.
Absorb.
I'm gonna go down river, and I'm gonna kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard that the next Bison wannabe is gonna feel it. Now, who wants to go with me? And who wants to go home?
That movie's so bad, dude. That movie's so bad. I completely feel your sentiment here. Catherine Zeta-Jones, first and foremost, damn. Her and Salma Hayek.
Just don't age.
I don't know what potions they are drinking.
Them and Keanu are just like, yeah, we good.
Keanu, Paul Rudd, that's the four. They don't age. Luis Guzman as Gomez, I didn't really care for. But let's get back to the main star of this. This is Jenna Ortega's show. This is Jenna Ortega's show.
Like, okay, they're taking her away from the Addams family, and this is going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah, and her leading this show, first of all, like, you really get into her world. The opening shot of her coming in with the piranhas, and she drops the piranhas into the pool, that set the tone right off break. But her deadpan stare, the way that she delivers the lines, it was like, honestly, just watching a new Christina Ricci. Like, not one point did I feel like it was a different take. It just felt like a new. She looked exactly like Christina Ricci, which was so crazy to me. And I love that. I love how they brought Christina Ricci back into this, because I did have a chance to watch the entire series. I watched all the episodes already. I crushed it. I will say that
I'm gonna watch the whole thing now.
I was left very, very happy. I left very happy with it. Now they kind of they bring Gomez and Morticia in a little bit later. Excuse me. Where they kind of talk about, they get into their history a little bit more with this. And now I get why they didn't do a Christina Ricci only Wednesday thing. Because if you do a continuation with Christina Ricci, you don't have Gomez. Right? You just don't have Gomez there. So,
well, yeah, but I mean, again, you're doing a grown-up Christina Ricci. You can deal with the fact that maybe her father has passed away.
You could. But I liked how they did this. I did like how they brought.
Like you're saying, I do like what they're doing.
I like what they're doing. The Uncle Fester, who plays Uncle Fester? It's the one guy that we both. I can't remember. I never remember his name.
I haven't seen him in the show. In the show or the original movies?
No. In this show, it is. Who is it? Fred Armisen.
I don't know if I'm going to like that either.
He was a miss for me.
Yeah.
He was a miss for me, and I don't think it was his fault. They didn't really have much for him to do. And also the same thing with the little brother and Lurch. Lurch is barely in this thing, so don't look for Lurch. Thing and Wednesday. It's really.
I do love their version of Thing where he's all scarred up.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
I thought that was cool. But no, I really, really like what they delivered. And I watched it with Lindsay, and what she's saying in the chat, she loved every scene Catherine Zeta-Jones was in. She is stunning. And yeah, she also said that she really likes the movie. She likes this show. Yeah, man, this was it started off really well. The first 4 episodes started really well. To me, it got a little sluggish in the middle. It started to get into some CW territory.
Yeah.
Which I was afraid of, but it was a well-made CW story that I didn't oppose, if that makes sense. They got a twist in there.
God, that principal is Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, the principal is Gwendolyn Christie.
I just thought I hadn't seen her yet, but I was like, oh my God.
Yep, I was sitting there with Lindsay. I was like, is that Captain Phasma? No, at first, no. Actually, she said it's Captain Phasma. I said, is that Brienne of Tarth?
I was like, Brienne of Tarth is in the show, and I'm like, oh, I guess she wasn't in the first episode. I guess I'll see her lately. And now I just realized.
Oh, she's all through it. She's all through it.
Because she's sitting down most of the time, so you don't see her. They're hiding her presence.
No, she gets out there, and you start to see how
because
her stature.
Gwendolyn Christie has a presence when you see her.
Yeah, actually, I was wrong. I actually was like, that's Brienne of Tarth. And then Lindsay was like, no, that's Star Wars. And I was like Captain Phasma, same person. But no, she was great in it. I liked the show. Overall, when I left, I liked the show.
I was kind of excited to see Percy Hines White there too, playing the kid Xavier. the boy that's like kind of the outcast boy.
Oh, okay, that's him.
Because he was on one of my favorite shows, The Gifted.
Oh,
the X-Men show.
Oh, I never saw that. I never saw that.
He was one of the brother. He was the brother on the show, and he was really good in it.
I'll say that the thing is with me though, this show could have been about 2 episodes shorter.
Really, you think?
It could have been about 2 episodes shorter. There was a part where I was like, okay, we're still trying to figure this out. It's been 5 episodes of trying to figure this out. Let's hurry this up a little bit. But overall, and there's also there's also a very big Beetlejuice homage.
Yo, in episode 1,
huge.
I was like, oh, this is some Tim Burton shit. Yeah, this is
huge. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Uh-huh. But in essence, the what they're trying to figure out, like this thing that's kind of causing this damage. There's a monster that they're looking for, and first glimpse, it's Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
it's Beetlejuice's. Is that his actual form?
No.
Oh, that's just a play form.
Face on a monster.
Face. Okay. But yeah. Overall, very, very happy. I'm surprised to hear that you like this. I thought you was going to come into this saying that you did not like it.
I did too. I really did. I was expecting to hate it, and I can't help it. I enjoyed it.
It's good. It's good, and I love that they brought Christina Ricci in.
But speaking of things that we're watching, did you watch Guardians?
I did.
That was so delayed.
No, I was setting up for the next thing.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, but let's talk about Guardians. So, I did have a chance to watch a holiday special. Phase 4 has come to a conclusion. It's come to a conclusion now. So now I gotta make my all Phase 4 Marvel thing. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen, I've done my Phase 4 movies that just dropped yesterday. I liked it.
I did too.
I liked it. It was fun.
It was so cute. It was just fun. And it was definitely like, hey, we need to do a prelude to Guardians 3 to show where everybody is and what's going on.
Yep.
Because they're just so casually, well, we've bought Nowhere now, so
Bruh, like it was so honestly, I'm sitting there. Okay, so let me walk you through my path here. Okay. So I'm sitting there and I turn this on. And I'm like, okay, it's time for me.
Spoilers for the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yeah. If you haven't watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, go ahead. You can go watch that and come back here. We'll still be playing. I'm not going to lie. It's only 35 minutes long. It's not a lot. But, no, it was not a good 52 minutes because I'm going to tell you how I know. As I put it on Disney Plus and it said the total runtime was 43 minutes. It said total runtime 43 minutes. I was like, well, that means the credits are going to be 8 minutes. I'm looking at a half an hour product here. Okay. So instantly I was able to get myself dialed in. This is going to be real quick. In and out. We're going to get in and out. It is what it is. Turn it on. And the first damn thing out of their mouth is, oh yeah, we bought Nowhere from the collector. What? What do you mean you bought Nowhere from the collector? I thought the collector was dead.
Why'd you think that?
Because in Infinity War, Thanos wrecks the collector shop.
He does wreck the shop, but they never show you the collector.
They never show you shit. I know that. But like the way that they did it, it was just, oh, okay. They killed the collector. That's at least in my opinion. I was like, okay, they killed him. I didn't have no issue with it. I was like, he's kind of a character that could get killed off. They killed him off. I guess not. He's still around there. Him and Grandmaster, because I think they're brothers in the comics.
Yes,
they're brothers. They're brothers, right? Which is cool. It's good to know that we can get him back again, which we probably will.
I would love to see him and Grandmaster together.
I would like to see that. That would be awesome. Let's get their holiday special.
Honestly, I would assume we'd get some version of the collector in Secret Wars.
I can see that. I can see it big time.
I mean, I know it's more of the Beyonder that is really the one that's kind of doing Secret Wars, but you could use the collector to do that too.
You know about the Beyonder. You've been listening to Jay.
I'm on Jay's show.
I could tell. I was like, that's Jay talking to you. That's what you know about the Beyonder.
No, that is me watching the original 1990s Spider-Man.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so first thoughts. I thought that the show was very well done. I like the holiday special a lot. It's very hallmarky. What I got into it. James Gunn wrote some great songs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the songs
were all really good.
The songs were fun. Kevin Bacon, phenomenal. He had fun. You could tell Kevin Bacon had fun, which now sucks because Kevin Bacon won't be in the MCU playing anything else because he's he's MCU canon.
Yeah, he's MC canon, but it doesn't mean, there's obviously another variant of him out there. Because in one universe, he ran the Hellfire Club.
Has to. Yeah, he did. And then he also fought Jason, right?
Jason.
I'm just joking.
Oh, yeah, he did fight Jason. You're right. In this universe, there's a story that he fought Jason because he was a hero.
He was a hero, even though he had his neck punctured. No, I thought that was great. Mantis and Drax, I loved them together.
Yeah,
they work very well together. Going to be very sad to see Drax leave, which I can tell that's what we're getting to. I think that this was to show us how the out was going to be for these characters.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what the nowhere buying nowhere. Okay, so they're going to go run nowhere. Or at least Star-Lord and Mantis, they're going to go do their thing. Emotionally heavy at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Emotionally heavy at the end. James Gunn, you can't miss. You can't miss.
The little animated bookends with Yondu really hit me.
And I think that was a great choice to do the animation and not the real live characters. Yeah. Because something about animation brings the tears out.
Plus it just felt Christmassy.
It did.
The animation felt Christmassy, everything.
This is now something that you can add to your Christmas movie marathon.
Oh, yeah.
This is something easy to throw in there. It works. It fits. It's good. It's fun.
It's not just good. It's really good as a really Christmas special.
It's really good, man.
However, I will say, damn, Drax and Mantis really fucked up some police officers.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. By the way,
when she goes, Drax, you can't just kill him. I was like, y'all been fucking people up.
When the funniest shit to me though was when Kevin Bacon is running around his house. He's trying to run away from him, and then it becomes a horror movie for about 15 seconds. When he is trying to run away, and you see Mantis just jump, and she starts flying through his fucking house. I'm like, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is fucking terrifying. But I really then of course Kevin Bacon, he jumps off into the trees like Hawkman did and the Hawkeye and the Hawkeye did.
I did get mad because she goes, I wonder if you could throw me over, and he just throws her the fuck over. And then moments later we see her jumping where she could definitely have jumped that fence.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I totally missed that.
I was like, why did she even suggest him throwing? She could have jumped that.
Yeah, she's being lazy. Alpha Groot.
Yo, Groot is yoked.
Bruh, you can tell this is that 17, 18-year-old that's been in the gym a little bit, getting swole. No, man. It honestly, the CGI was done really well.
This is fuckboy Groot. All right, that's
exactly who this is. He wears the hat off to the side.
Can we please call him fuckboy Groot?
We could call him fuckboy Groot. No, the CGI on him was done so well. I thought that was a bodysuit.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a dude wearing a Groot bodysuit, and they just had Gwendolyn Christie walking around in them. You know what I'm saying? Like someone of that size just walking around. But that was all CGI, bro.
Yep.
That was CGI. That was done well. We got Cosmo the dog. Finally got some bars, like some lines.
Yeah.
Cosmo.
I didn't look it up. Did you look up who the voice of Cosmo was?
I didn't. I did not look at who the voice was, but I thought Cosmo was pretty endearing. No, man, from start to finish, I had a very good time watching the Christmas special. I got another bomb to drop for you.
What's that?
It's my favorite Marvel product this year.
Really?
It's my favorite Marvel project this year. With, I think, the specials got me, bro. Werewolf by Night's right behind it.
Maria Bakalova.
I don't know who that is.
Let's see here. She was in Borat subsequential movie film. Oh, was she the main girl from Borat? She was the little girl with Borat. I
didn't watch that Borat.
I watched all of 15 minutes and I was like, I'm over this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, man, I thought it was really, really fun. The Mantis reveal, I guess we're talking spoilers, so I guess fuck it. The Mantis reveal that she's Star-Lord's sister.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Makes total sense.
Is that a comic thing, though?
No, because in the comics, Star-Lord is an Ego's son.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
In the comics, he's the son of... God, I can't remember his name. It's some king. Okay. It's some king, but it's not Ego. Ego's not his father.
Gotcha. Well, then, yeah, in this go-around, that does make
perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I buy it. I buy it, and I like it. And honestly, it's hard for me to like Star-Lord after what he did in Infinity War. I'm trying to let that go. I'm like, you're still a good character.
To this day. To this day.
No, but I loved how Peter was in this. I like how they didn't really use him that much. It was just let's light up everything. But I also did like how, Peter was talking about Kraglin. He's like, oh, Kraglin doesn't know the whole story. And then they did the Yondu thing. Yeah. And man, I love how close knit this group is because I think they're the last group that we have that we've been with for a very long time. And and that's what I think the MCU is missing. It's missing that family aspect. Family, Vin Diesel.
Family. So you're saying we need more Vin Diesel.
We need more Vin Diesel. But no, we need more.
Look, here's my thing. And I'm honestly getting really tired of this Phase 4 is terrible.
I didn't say Phase 4 is terrible.
I know that's not what you're saying, but it is out there.
It is terrible though.
Because I want to go back and go, everyone keeps looking at Phase 1 with rose-colored glasses. Like Phase 1 was so. I'm like, really? You like Iron Man 2? Oh well, you like the Incredible Hulk? Oh well,
I did. I did.
I know there are few that like it, but you have to admit it is definitely looked at as an inferior film.
That is true.
Not only that, so is the first Captain America. A lot of people complain that the first Captain America is very boring.
First of all, Captain America: First Avenger holds up quite well.
Not if you look at what most people say. Most people are like, no, it's not that good of a film. So if you look at that, and then a lot of people also put Thor pretty low. So if you look at that, Phase 1 was Iron Man and the Avengers. And
I've been saying
all of a sudden, there's a revisionist history of people going back going, the Avengers isn't that good of a movie. And I don't understand. I'm like, look, yo, this is still Phase 1. We are still planting. All we're doing is planting seeds. Stop worrying about the whole story.
You went off on a really big tangent for me saying that.
I know. It's something that's been bothering me because I've been seeing it more and more and more.
Well, you know what though? You gotta let people express their frustrations.
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
You have.
I am a Marvel apologist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely a Marvel apologist. But at the same time, I can sit here and go, "Oh yeah, that was not a good Marvel project." But I still enjoyed. I still looked at what I enjoyed out of it. There are still parts of it that I did enjoy, and that's why I don't understand the mentality of it's either perfect or it's absolutely terrible.
Well, there is that, and I can agree with you on that. There is definitely this sense of if this movie is not absolutely 100% fantastic, then it has to be better than everything else that came out. And that is some new shit that's been out there. It's like is it better than the last one? Then I'm not gonna care for it. You know, there is that, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I will say this, however, I'm one of the few people that can admit that a lot of people like to ignore a lot of the problems that the Marvel movies have. If I can sit there as the DC fan and say, hey, The Dark Knight, I know you guys love it, but there are some issues with that movie. There are some there's some big ones.
Dark Knight is a fantastic performance, not a good movie.
Bow. I can look at Marvel Phase 1 and say, honestly, it's not as perfect as people think it is to be.
No.
Phase 2, it's not as bad as everyone thinks that it was. Phase 3 was pretty fucking solid. Phase 3 was pretty top tier. Not gonna lie on that one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Phase 3 is pretty powerful.
Phase 3 that was a good run.
Yeah.
That was a good run. I think Guardians 2 may have been my least favorite of Phase 3. Or Ant-Man.
Phase 2. Phase 2 is actually I see Phase 2. Yeah, see everything. I'm re-looking at these. Phase 3. Yeah, that was powerful. You had your Captain Marvel, your Ant-Man, and your Doctor Strange and Guardians. And those were kind of lowered on the lower tier of them. But even then, those are still some pretty good damn movies.
Doctor Strange was my favorite out of that group. But
yeah, probably me too.
But no, I will say this. I'll just say this. If I'm looking at the phases and I have to rank the phases, because that's what I'm in the business of doing now. I'm in ranking mode. Mm-hmm. I can clearly must say that with the Phase 4 projects, I have not enjoyed more than I have enjoyed. Not to say that I don't want to enjoy them. I want to enjoy them very much so. Yeah. And I am going to watch literally everything that Marvel makes because I love the Marvel storyline. Everything matters to me. I will say this, though. I think that there also has to be the idea that fans can be able to say their grievances without being shut down. And I think that there is a little bit of that. Like, there's two sides to this. There's too much negativity shutting down positivity. So the negative people in the comments like to shut down people who like some stuff. And there's a lot of positive people out there who's like, if you don't like this stuff, then F you. Well,
that's not positivity. That's
negativity, right? You know,
positivity is having issues with the movie, but still finding the things that you enjoy about it.
Right.
All right.
Unless it's Thor: The Dark World, and there's nothing positive about that movie.
That is not true.
I hated every single bit about that.
You did not like watching Thor and Loki interact together?
I'm sorry, not Thor: The Dark World. Thor: Love and Thunder. Correction. Hated the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you.
Hated the movie.
The more I think about it, the less I like that movie. It has kind of become my least favorite Marvel movie. It actually, I think it's taken the place of Iron Man 3.
If I was to be positive, Christian Bale tried.
Yeah, no, Christian Bale was in a whole nother movie.
Right. Remember how we talked about Rita in Power Rangers? Boom.
Christian Bale is in a whole nother
it's a whole different movie. But yeah, I mean, Miss Marvel.
Rita would have worked in Thor: Love and Thunder, and Christian Bale would have worked in Power Ranger.
Would have worked just fine. But no, so Miss Marvel, I loved so much. I think when I did my rankings, I had Miss Marvel over Werewolf by Night. I'm pretty certain I did. Mm-hmm. I think Miss Marvel takes a step back for Guardians Christmas Special to come in. Okay. And I think I have Guardians Christmas Special above Miss Marvel. And then I got Werewolf by Night. I mean, but those three were my most. I had the most fun watching those. I mean, Wakanda Forever. I have issues with the storyline on that, but I also say this in my video. Like, they had an insurmountable task, and I think Letitia Wright and I think that Angela Bassett they carried that movie. They did a great job. My personal entertainment value, right, which is something totally different, wasn't there as much as the other ones. But no, this Christmas special, James Gunn crushed it, and I'm so glad that DC has James Gunn in their corner. Mm-hmm. I'm glad, and honestly, maybe if Bob Iger would have came in 2 months ago, you don't get James Gunn going to DC.
No, I think you still get that.
You don't think
I think James Gunn's time with the MCU
was coming to an end. Well, he does fit the DC mold a little bit because you can tell he likes to have. Mm-hmm. He's not held by the restraints of.
And the fact that he is going to branch the entire story rather than just his part of the story.
Yeah. He's a storyteller first. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one. But no, that was the holiday special. All in all, if I was going to get the holiday special a grade, dude, 9.5.
I'm with it. I like it.
I'm at a 9.5. It was damn near perfect. Mm-hmm. I don't really have a flaw with this movie, which is not movie special, however you want to call it, which is funny. First Marvel content with no villain.
That's true, and that was good. It was good. It was a holiday special. I loved it.
Holiday special. I love this movie. I like this one a lot, man. Going to add it to my list of things. Now, moving on to the next thing we got to talk about. We got to make this really quickly because I know you got to bounce. But Andor.
Yeah, Andor finished.
Andor finale. Andor's
worst post-credit scene I've ever seen.
Okay.
Shit made me so mad.
So the Andor came, right? 12 weeks. It's been 12 weeks of weekly drops. We're following Cassian Andor, who I think it was nobody's favorite Star Wars character. Cassian Andor, as we kind of dig into the building of the rebellion and building of the resistance, and we got Cassian Andor as our vehicle to show us how everything was formed. BC, you had a chance to watch the finale. You obviously said you did not like the post-credit scene. But before you get to the post-credit scene, you actually had the episode. What were your thoughts on the finale? And what are your thoughts on this Andor show? And my question to you is, should Disney continue to make these kinds of shows with this kind of tone? Or should they go back to what The Mandalorian is doing?
That's a good question. That's a question. That's a question. I wasn't prepared for that. I don't know, because on one hand, yes, this was a really good show. On the other hand, I don't know how good of a Star Wars show it was to me. And I didn't need the Force. I was really happy to not have the Force, but I needed a character to care about. And this show did not give me a character to care about. I didn't care about anybody. Because I didn't like Andor in the first place. I didn't like him in Rogue One. And B, everyone else is so serious. Like there was no comic relief at all, other than the droid that was only in like maybe 3 episodes. Yep. And I loved that little droid. He was my favorite of the show. Mm-hmm. No. And I don't know anyone's name other than Luthen, I think, and Mon Mothma.
That's fair.
And there's a lot of times that I was going, shit, which white person is this? Which one is this? So there was definitely some times I was having issues with that, and I just didn't know who they were or what was really going on or what their goal was. Yeah. Other than we're getting stories in someone's life, which was entertaining and it was really good. But I was never left, I cannot wait till next week. Never, not once.
Right.
And then that stupid post credits. Oh my God.
So let me tell you a little bit about my experience.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Andor around episode 7.
Okay.
Every time I tried to watch episode 8, I got bored and I couldn't finish, or I fell asleep and then I rewatched it and then I got bored and I fell asleep and I had to rewatch it. Then I got bored and then finally we had episodes 9 and 10 and 11 come out and I was still on episode 8. So this weekend I binged everything. I just forced myself to click play and I had to sit through all of it. I will say this. I think this was the most boring Star Wars project. With that also being said, I think it was the most well-made Star Wars project.
Right? It's such a weird show to talk. I'm like...
It was just, it felt like House of Dragons without the dragons and Ray Ray.
Okay.
Like in the vein of, okay, I care about this world, but I don't give a shit about anybody in this. I don't really know where we're going with this. Why is nothing happening?
Yeah. The last couple episodes, the last arc felt the most Star Wars to me because there was finally more than just humans. There was a lot more stormtroopers. There was a couple more creatures. It seemed more like a Star Wars world at that point.
I'll say this, man. That whole thing that Cassian had to do in the beginning with getting the money.
Yeah.
Cut all that out.
Yeah.
Cut all that out. Like, that was, Luthen could have just hired Cassian to break into the prison. And I would have been good.
Yeah.
Start me off with Cassian in the prison with
the
Andy
prison
Serkis.
Was really good. The prison arc was really good.
The prison arc was really good. Andy Serkis, I'm so glad that they gave him a redemption character because his Kino was solid. I liked his Kino character a lot.
Did you see the rumors?
That he falls into the water and becomes Snoke?
No, they held him there and they tortured him to find out where everyone went and everything. They just torture him for years and years and years, and he eventually becomes Snoke.
I guess he just craps out force powers then.
I guess so.
Sure thing, buddy. Sounds good. I know I heard one that he jumps into the water and that's how he gets all weirded out.
No, it was he becomes Palpatine's secret apprentice.
That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. No, I mean, none of these characters, they got fake, remember how we had fake Captain America, John Walker?
Uh-huh.
This looked like a fake John Walker.
Okay.
That one guy. You know what I'm talking about?
The dude that was with his mom.
Yeah, that dude was with his mom. That dude, fake John Walker lookalike. I didn't care about him. I didn't care about the girl that was trying to go find him. I cared more about the guy in charge of the ISB. I wanted to see more like what he was doing.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, I'm left, which really sucks because I want to see more of this kind of show.
Yes.
That's what's weird. It's like I want to see more of this kind of show where there's a lot of depth and there's a lot of stuff writing on these movies. And I love, one, Stellan Skarsgård. Jesus
my God,
Christ.
he made the show.
Jesus Christ, dude. I thought whenever I heard the rumor, that was like, yo, there's a speech that's given that's going to just floor you. I thought it was the speech that Andy Serkis gave. And then 10 minutes later, Stellan Skarsgård was like, oh, hold my beer real quick. I'm going to show you how to give an even doper. Like, we got two dope-ass speeches in the same episode. Stellan Skarsgård carried this show for me.
Yeah. He
carried this show for me. He's a pilot out here piloting.
Yeah.
Piloting. Like, he's on some family. Pilot. He is the Vin Diesel of Star Wars pilots. Just got up out of there, man.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I did really love that scene.
He's a solid pilot. Mon Mothma. I really feel like this show did her a disservice a little bit. Yeah, it's like there wasn't enough. Like, the betrothal, is that where we're going? The betrothal. I feel like they forced Mon Mothma into this. It's like, okay. I like the tension every time she was on screen. I felt it, but it was like, it's not going nowhere. That was the thing. It was like, we're running in place. We're not going nowhere. Get somewhere.
And you know what? And on a whole, I think it works out a little bit better. So I think when we finally get to
are we apologizing for Andor right now? Are we?
I don't know, because I liked it, but I don't know. It's a weird show. It's hard to explain my feelings on, because I liked it. I really did.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I got to go watch this again.
It missed, and it missed hard. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's like this show lined everything up to hit on target. But some of those targets just missed, and missed hard. Stellan Skarsgård, Jesus Christ, I cannot talk about this enough. He deserves an Emmy nomination.
Yeah.
Remember how I was saying how Oscar Isaac deserved one for Moon Knight?
Mm-hmm.
Stellan might have tapped him out the way.
Yeah.
But he carried this thing. But the whole time I'm looking at it, I'm like, it was Suicide Squad for me. And what I mean by that, it's they got all the right pieces. The final product wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about the original Suicide Squad. Will Smith is Deadshot. Harley Quinn is, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. The Hispanic dude is the Hispanic guy. And then the black dude as the crocodile dude. Like, everything worked. I was like, I like all these characters. Everything works. But the end product didn't fit for me. Right? I'm glad we didn't see Palpatine. I'm glad we didn't see Vader. I'm glad we didn't see Force powers. I'm glad there was no Jedis. Cool. I'm glad we're seeing the rebellion being made. Which, by the way, I did not know that a guy named Luthen damn near jumpstart this shit. Let's get into that. I wanted to see more. That's what this was. I needed to see more Luthen. You know, and as much as they want me to care about Cassian, I don't care about Cassian. I don't care about Cassian whatsoever.
What I want from season 2 is a reason to care about Cassian. A reason to understand who Cassian is.
They need to bring in K2SO quick.
I want K2SO. I want more Luthen.
And that droid.
And, if we're going to have K2SO, I don't want that droid. I don't want 2 comedic characters.
I don't think the droid was comedic. I thought honestly, some of those, the droid made me damn near cry.
Oh, yeah, true. But he was also the only one that had any levity to him.
Right.
And I think the show needs a levity character.
It's the same way I felt about House of Dragons. Remember how we was watching House of Dragons and I was like, dude, there's no one here to bring that levity into the show. You need that.
You don't have a Tyrion.
The same way that the reason why I love Shang-Chi so much is because I thought Shang-Chi had the right amount of comedy. Mm-hmm. And that was brought to us by Awkwafina. Not Awkwafina. The fake Mandarin.
Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley. And his little animal dude.
Yes.
Perfect, right? There was no one to bring that in there, right? Cassian is supposed to be our vehicle into the Star Wars universe, but yet it felt like I don't give a shit about Cassian. He could have got shot and killed. I don't care. I don't care about Cassian. And that's, I think, the biggest problem with it. So, I mean, dude, this is going to suck. But if I'm going to be damn near honest about what is my enjoyment level of this show, 5.5 out of 10.
I mean, I really enjoyed it, but it is probably I think it is the best made Star Wars show.
Agree with you. It's the Dark Knight.
Up there as like almost as good as a made project as Empire is. I think Empire is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Right.
Technically, entertainmentally. I don't think the entertainment's here on Andor, but I think it is a well-made movie and a well-made show.
Yeah.
If this wasn't Star Wars, if this was on Paramount Plus, I would be like, this is a good spy thriller. This is such a good spy thriller.
The writer.
Paint job, I don't think they did a good enough paint job of Star Wars on it.
Right. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. If there's one person who probably is never named, and I don't know his name right now, but there's one person that we need to highlight is the writer. The writing of dialogue was phenomenal. The writing was phenomenal. The story was off. But when Luthen gave that speech, the finale was kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie. The finale kind of sucked. I was kind of. It was bored.
I like the finale. I like the last arc. I think the last arc, and I think every arc got better as it went along, and that last arc was really good.
To me,
there was so much tension in the finale. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the dramatic tension they put up.
Yeah. To me, my favorite episode was episode 11, the prison break.
Okay.
The actual prison break and them getting out and escaping. I think that was my favorite of the episodes.
I don't think that was 11. That was like 8 or 9.
Was it 8 or 9?
Yeah, because that was the end of the prison arc, and then we started another 3-episode arc.
Oh, dude, then I can't remember them.
Yeah,
I can't remember. They're kind of forgetful. Forget me nots. I don't know. I'm sorry. But I mean, like I said, if a 5 is average, middle of the road. This is a 2.5 out of 5. That's middle of the road. I'm right barely above that. I don't think this is something that I want to rewatch again. And that's what really sucks, because I want to watch it. And also, Disney, hear me out. Make more of this. It's the weirdest shit. Make more of this. But don't make this. Make more of this, but don't make this.
It's so weird.
It's the weirdest shit. Make more of this, but don't make this again.
Because you know what? I was really happy. I was like, oh, good. A Star Wars show without a child in it. Yay.
You know, actually, what would make me care more about this? You know, not care more about this. What they could do. Forget Han Solo. Pick up with Daenerys' character. And the Darth Maul thing. And make a show like this for them.
Yes. I have wanted that more than anything. That's my number one. What I want, if I could have a wish list of any project made, it would be Akira, Darth Maul, Crimson Dawn series. That's what I want.
That is what I want. Done like this. Get the same team. Same team. Come over here and do that. Come here and do that.
I do not need comic relief in that at all. I need that to be dark and violent and scary almost.
Yeah. I think we're in agreement, man.
Yeah.
We liked it and didn't like it at the same damn time. At the same damn time. We liked it and enjoyed it and also hated it. And at the same time. It's the weirdest shit. It's the weirdest show.
Very weird.
I think it's better than... I think it's more well made than Boba Fett and Mandalorian, all that shit.
I'm finally starting to admit that Boba Fett was not good.
Like a panther.
I hate that I have to admit it, but I'm like, okay.
It wasn't good.
Boba Fett was a failure, and I'm really disappointed in that.
The further you get away from it, it's okay. It's easier to make those kinds of acknowledgments.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I fought for it. I thought, no, this is just what I wanted. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yeah. Just same way that I feel that way about, not to say Obi-Wan was a failure. I'm not trying to say that whatsoever.
I still really enjoyed Obi-Wan.
But I still enjoyed Obi-Wan. I enjoyed Obi-Wan more than I enjoyed Andor.
Me too.
Right? It's the Black Panther, Black Adam conversation.
Yeah. It's not a better made show, but it was more fun.
It was. That's my Black Adam. I had more fun, and therefore I have already rewatched Black Adam 3 times.
There you go.
I probably won't rewatch Black Panther until I have to do a rewatch for Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, probably. I think Wakanda will probably be not watched until I do a full rewatch.
Yeah. But anyway, man, that's our thoughts on Andor. I think that pretty much sums up our show here.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Any last thoughts about anything else before we roll up out of here?
Nah, man, that's good. I
like your grind calls Santa.
Oh, I know, right? That's an animated me as Santa too.
I like that. That's cool.
Hey, I'm on the Hive now. Did you get on the Hive?
What is the Hive?
The Hive is the new Twitter.
The new Twitter?
Apparently, I don't know. I have 5
new Twitter.
I'm super famous. I have 5 followers already.
Oh shit, you out here balling. I'm on the Trump one.
The Twitter? Okay, you sticking on Twitter?
No. I'm on the Truth. I'm on the Truth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot that was an app. Yeah, no, I didn't get on that.
I signed up for it just to see what people would post. Yeah. And then I forgot about it because you had to get on a wait list for I was on the wait list for 6-7 months. And then about a month ago, I got my first notification oh yeah, Trump said this. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, oh, it's your Truth Social account. I was like, holy shit. I have that thing.
No, I definitely joined the Hive, and I'm like, okay, the app is terrible. I'm
sure it is.
I have a hard time finding people on there.
Dude, no one's going nowhere. Okay, everyone complains about Twitter, but you're not going nowhere.
I don't know. I did see a good mass exodus. I did see a lot of people being like, I'm kind of done with this. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm holding back on my Twitter now too because I'm like, well, maybe we don't need this. Because if they do put Twitter behind a paywall, I'm not paying for Twitter. Bite me.
You mean the blue check mark?
No, they're thinking about putting all of Twitter behind.
Oh, well, yeah, he has to get that money back.
I'm like, and his response was, well, how would we make money? I don't know. How'd you make money beforehand? How did Twitter make money for all this time?
They weren't. That's why they were in debt.
There you go.
They weren't. But anyway, that is our show for this week. This was fun.
Yes, sir.
This was fun. You still eating Thanksgiving leftovers?
You know what? I'm not a Thanksgiving food guy.
No.
Turkey's just too damn dry. I don't like it.
Man, I'm trying to tell you something. I got a recipe for you that'll change your whole perspective.
Yeah.
All right, man. I do a 36 to 48 hour brine.
Okay.
Because Lindsay felt the same way. Lindsay can only eat turkey. She can only eat poultry. She doesn't eat pork.
Yeah.
And so she's been going away to Houston with her family for Thanksgiving. So this is the first time she was able to eat my Thanksgiving food. Mm-hmm. And I slice into that turkey, and you can see the water driplets off the turkey.
Just regular turkey sandwiches, turkey legs. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I'm a turkey wing kind of guy.
You know what? Sometimes you get a good honey baked ham on Thanksgiving, and that's what makes me happy.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Honey baked ham, the turkey, the collard greens, the mac and cheese. She did a green bean casserole.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah. Nothing that I said sounded out of the ordinary. It was as you could have expected.
No.
Yep.
My buddy Teddy was coming to my family Thanksgiving with me, and I was like, "Hey, dog, look, you can get a lot of bland white people food. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog."
Nah, man, that shit was seasoned. But all right, man. Well, this has been the Lando Project, guys. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode. BC, where can people find you over on the interwebs?
You can find me on all the social medias at the Grind Calls, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and the Hive. I'm super famous with 5 followers. Go join the Hive.
Liberal media. And you can find me on all the interwebs at the Lando Project. At Lando Payne. Subscribe to all the Lando Projects. And you can find me on the conservative